the old camping spot. It's okay, but I get some seam sealer to seal up these seams here. I got a little leakage when it does rain, especially around here, the top part. So just make sure the tent don't leak when it rains. It's a hot one again, Sunday here. Face the 17th day of August here, so it's very hot. I was hoping we get a little rain today. I don't think so. There you go. I've been sick here. Very sick. Heat been making me really sick. But, just headaches and nauseated, just real weak. Today I went to go out and preach, but I was just too weak, too sick. So, not too good here health-wise here. Just the weather's too hot. So let's get in here. I can talk to you more, dear viewers. Let me not get the shoes loose here so I don't bring in a bunch of mosquitoes and biting flies. They're really out, these flies out here. They're like biting flies. Oh. Okay. Insert here. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. So, it's very hot. Extremely hot out here. Just unbelievable heat. So I'm thinking about leaving Celina because I came here to try to find a job. I want my own place to live, and just nothing is really clicking here. So that's what I really came here for. So I could preach the gospel, just kind of get settled and have a place to live. And nothing is, for me, is happening. I had one friend here, I thought one friend, but turned out to be a false friend. As soon as you mention that this person should be preaching the gospel too, it's not just my job to preach. Well, by and by he got offended and never heard from him since. I chose to be offended. So that's not a real friend to me. That's just, I call it a fair weather friend. You're your friend when everything is nice. You agree with them on, but as soon as you say something from the Word of God, they will be offended by and by, immediately. So I'm thinking about getting out this probably in the next week here. Maybe preach a little bit more here in Celina. Just kind of pack up and get out of here. There's nothing here because if I Coldwater has no real housing for me. Yes, I wanted to get a my own little place there, like above the storefront. There's really no apartments or rooms above there, in Coldwater. So the one building I had my eyes on for many years is just storage up there. It's no really rooms or apartments, so it doesn't look real hopeful for me here. A lot of prospects. So see, I was originally going to go to Fort Wayne, Indiana, and that was preach the gospel, reach the Lutherans there but then I got kind of spooked about all these protests taking place, nationwide protests, these leftist protests. I said, I don't know if I want to get in the middle of that stuff. But maybe I made a mistake. I just not having faith, I could end up coming to Celina instead. So we shall see, and we'll give it some real thought this week here. I'd be sure to bring it to your attention, dear viewers, here. So I did seam grip my tent a little bit here. My ants everywhere. So much ants around there. Like ants and biting flies and mosquitoes and just. So I'm taking a day off because I was so sick since Friday. Got this massive migraine and just never really could shake it. I bought some of these tablets here at Foods here. These tablets here. So they seem to help a little bit. They did bring down the pain, the migraine pain, so they do kind of work. Yeah, I want to get the gospel preached. I want to focus on the gospel. Now, if I get money, if I get someone to sponsor my gospel mission trip here, like actually financially sponsor, I could just keep going preaching and that's would be very helpful. Okay, viewers. God bless.